Oh my God.
I don't know if it is. I don't think it's. Wow, really? We haven't even been in the show for 10 minutes.
I'm out.
You can't leave.
Scholar.
I think very deeply.
Sinner.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Derrick Pierce. Welcome to the Scholar and Sinner Show, the best podcast you've heard in the last 4 minutes. So
4 minutes? Okay, I'll take that.
We got to start somewhere.
We got to start somewhere.
We are by far the best podcast they've heard in the last 4.5 minutes now.
Was that 4 minutes?
Well, I'm saying 4 minutes because they were probably looking around on YouTube.
Oh, that's right. We got the illest 4 minutes you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's kind of like if you have sex with me.
Give you 5 minutes, maybe even 4. Remember?
Yeah,
that's the classic line from Smokey.
From what? Oh, right,
Friday,
right.
brother.
Okay.
Friday.
If you don't know this by now, I'm Derrick Pierce.
Yeah, and I'm Kip. That's it. That's all you getting. Kip. That's it.
That's like his no names, because in case you're trying to call the police on him.
Hey, man, that's my real name. My mama did that. My mama actually did that. Like
Kip, I don't know his last name.
I know, because Kip Thompson sounds like a white dude with a cardigan.
You just put the whole government out
Bro,
there.
I'm easy to find, man. I have a government job. Okay, I'm easy to find. I sound like a dude with a cardigan and a fucking tennis racket and some cargo shorts on. That's me.
You mean kind of like, what's his name?
Carlton. Yeah, it's Carlton Banks. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Josh, I don't know. Did we talk about this the last show?
I think we talked about it a little bit.
Did he talk about it? Yeah, where he almost wanted to light that fool up?
I was all the way irritated.
He was hot.
I was like, look, motherfucker.
He was smiling, too. He was like, hey, you don't know me like that. I'm going to whoop your ass. Shit was
only
hilarious.
my friends call me Carlton.
That's right. That is Mr. Carlton to you.
No, motherfucker, you don't know me.
Hey, man, how was your weekend?
Weekend was very, very, very good. I was surrounded by love. And
you had a Valentines.
Yeah, well, I had a group of Valentines. It was group
That's
love.
Right.
It was group love. Now I know what you guys are thinking, right? Because I'm sitting next to this guy. That sounds dirty. Really? Can you help yourself?
No.
No, you can't.
No.
Yeah,
and the Ritalin doesn't do much for me either.
Group. That sounds filthy because I'm next to this guy, but it was a nice, wholesome, wonderful time.
It really was, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad you came through because we had some other people that had some interpersonal problems, and so they didn't show up.
Yeah.
Because
you know what? Leave a comment. Tell us how your Valentine's Day was. Did you get some Valentine's Day booty? Was that on the menu? I know you did.
I did.
Of course you did.
Our girl still dressed up for me. She was tired of shit. She was like, "You want to come get this?" Had on lingerie and everything.
Lingerie.
Yeah, and had the furry blanket over the whole thing.
Oh shit!
Because she was like, "I love you, but it's cold as shit,
Wait a minute.
I'm not waiting for you to get out of the bathroom."
When I left the house, it was like 2:00.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got busy at 2:00 in the morning after all the food and all the.
Do you think I'm letting that pat? What?
All right, man. Hey.
Negativo, sir.
You know what? Saturday.
On a Saturday.
That was Saturday.
That was Saturday. Yeah, that's right.
Valentine's Day was yesterday.
Well, yeah, but we did our Valentine's on Saturday.
Yeah. So can you please, because we're talking because we have an understanding, but the viewers don't know what the hell we're talking about. What did you do? Because you did some pretty spectacular shit.
Okay. Yeah. So some of the things that we did is we actually had a professional private chef come in and cook an amazing multi-course dinner for us.
It's such a flex, isn't it? I had a professional chef come to my house and make a multi-course meal for my friends.
Yeah,
flex.
Yeah, he did. His name's Johnny Goodluck. You can find him on Instagram at Johnny Goodluck XX. Dude is the G, man.
Yeah, not only does he chef up some shit, he's real good with the salt and pepper. He also
slangs the little sausage.
A little sausage.
Little sausage on the side.
So he's a culinary artist and a part-time adult performer.
You know, but his real forte is in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, he got busy.
He got it done. Beef Wellington. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
but it was amazing.
I never had beef Wellington before.
It looked like steak wrapped in a croissant.
It is.
Yeah.
It was. Is that what it is?
My favorite, bro.
Is it really?
You ever been to weddings and they come around with the platters?
Yeah.
If there's beef Wellington,
Josh taking the whole platter.
Josh is all the way in.
All them.
Listen, we had a sea bass that was amazing.
Yeah,
that was my favorite
really
part of the
good.
meal. The sea bass, and then there was shrimp. There was all kinds of food. I was like, yo.
Yeah, he hooked it up. So anyway, so we did that, and then did the whole backyard with all of the lights and flowers, and the girls hooked it up.
I felt like I got a Valentine's Day special made for me.
Yeah,
like I walked in.
You got a gift bag.
Yeah, and I got a gift baggie because Jay is the sweetest woman on earth. Like,
did you get the little
the pineapple? And
that was me.
And
that was me.
see, my friends love me because they know that I love lemonade. So there was all this lemonade in my bag. I was like, oh, almost dropped a tear.
It don't have anything to do with you being black either.
What's wrong? No, what's black and lemonade got to do with each other? White folks
man.
like lemonade too, though.
No, I think they're more sweet tea-ish.
What? Black folks love sweet tea.
I
What
didn't
are you
say they
talking
don't.
about?
I just said that white people are a little more sweet tea-ish.
Hey, if you say so, bro.
I don't know.
If you
I'm
say
guessing. I'm not from the South.
So yeah, Valentine's Day.
Don't
Valentine's
skip over
Day.
what the hell
I just got right past it. Right. Valentine's Day was pretty awesome.
It was pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Sunday we went to a little Mopar car day.
Oh no! Wait! You can't
Sunday,
skip over.
excuse me, Sunday.
You did some other shit though before that.
Oh shit! We went axe throwing.
Axe throwing.
Yeah.
How'd you
Yeah.
do?
Dope. I did good. I also realized that my girl's pretty good at throwing an axe. So the next time she tells me to take out the fucking trash,
Yeah, man.
just gonna go ahead and do that shit.
Go out like, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be get you with the Lorena Bobbitt action. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Yeah. Hey, I totally dated myself, didn't I? With the whole John Wayne. Was it John Wayne Bobbitt, right?
Yeah,
That was
John
his
Wayne
name?
Bobbitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Google that shit.
Yeah,
It's-
Google, figure it out.
It's horrific.
Hey, but
Also a porn star.
I was about to say, didn't dude get?
No, he did some porn.
I thought they
One hit wonder.
Yes.
bionic man him. We can rebuild him. We
Yeah,
can
but-
make him stronger.
But it wasn't.
He had a bionic penis after that, didn't he?
I actually shot in Joey Buttafuoco's garage.
Joey Buttafuoco.
Yes.
Yo, look, man, you just totally like scratched off half of our viewership. They don't know who the fuck.
Like, who the fuck is that?
Buttafuoco, son. All right, man. In his garage. All right. Hey.
Sorry.
Yeah. So Valentine's Day was really dope. You know, life is always.
It was work, man.
Nah, I saw that shit. You know what? I've been receiving messages like my messages are always filled because my kids are always turning in assignments.
Right.
So I look at my messages and it's Mr. Thompson. How do I write a compound sentence and use the coordinated conjunction correctly? Right. But your shit is wild.
Because I just showed you one of my
Look,
work.
godly. Would you like to share with the people? You should share.
Not
with the
really.
people. No?
No.
Okay. All right. But yeah, your shit is like, you got a text message that looks like someone would want to keep it a secret. Like they don't want to tell nobody that they requested this. Like they requested something.
I mean, I can say it. I mean, I just got hired to pee in a girl's ass.
You see the difference between his work and my work? You see the difference? Like,
Listen, kid, we're both solving problems in the world, okay?
what kind of problem did this bitch have that she needed some urine in her?
She wasn't gonna get paid if she couldn't do this.
Oh, so this was a profitable piss in the asshole.
Yeah, it wasn't just some casual stuff.
Bro,
What
that's
kind of
just-
ridiculous pervert do you think I am? I am a whore. I am not a random slut, thank you. I used to be a random slut.
You've got values and morals to this.
I
shit.
have some morals. There's
Alrighty.
levels to this shit, okay?
All right. Look, man.
Just
Hey.
throw it around willy-nilly, just giving my pee out like nothing.
Oh, that's gross, man. That's fucking gross. Listen, straight up
I
and
drink
down.
a lot of water.
So what? It's pee.
Listen,
So
if
what?
you ever happen to be in that position with me and we're going to have an interaction and we're doing a kind of get to know each other night out first and I start drinking like this the whole time,
Hey,
you probably want to make sure that you know exactly what's going to happen next.
Josh in Canada. Josh in Canada. Because we
I
gotta
don't
call
think
him.
that could demonetize it.
We got to call him Canada Josh, right?
Yeah.
We need a sign that says demonetized. It can blink. Because there's no way that we're talking about fucking golden showers.
Well, you just cursed. I don't think pee is profanity.
All right, so let's hold on a second, right? So my collection of consonants and vowels is more offensive than you urinating inside of a human being?
It's consensual.
My collection of consonants and vowels is more offensive than you relieving yourself inside of a person? Stop it. That's fucking gross.
Is it though?
Oh my God.
I don't know if it is. I don't think it's. Wow, really? We haven't even been in the show for 10 minutes.
I'm out.
You can't leave.
Not going nowhere. I'm just tapping out. I can't talk about this anymore. Like, you're going to make me lose my little dinner. That's fucking gross. Yick.
That's as far as I go. I
Please.
don't do the other one.
There's another one. Never mind. Never mind.
Strictly liquid.
I can't believe that there are people that enjoy that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, God, I've peed on so many women.
Oh, man. Well, no, see, listen,
Just
look.
around the room.
So-
I've never peed on multiple women at the same time.
So, hold on a second. Like, I'm actually making this really weird distinction between peeing on them and peeing in them.
Yeah, they're two different activities.
The preposition on and the preposition in are two completely different things.
You would be really surprised at how difficult it is to urinate in somebody
Oh my
or
God,
on somebody. It's actually a bit of an art to it. You can't just run up and pee on somebody like that. That's ridiculous. It would never happen.
And you
like
are a
that.
consummate professional. You are an award-winning, you are the picture of the profession, right? That's
Well, I don't know about the picture,
bro.
but certainly in the upper echelons.
Yeah, listen, man, how do you even wrap your head around it? Why? Okay.
Well, I don't wrap my head around it at all.
The reason why
I
she
do
wants
the
it.
peeing.
The reason why she wants it is because she'll be able to profit from it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm always blown away by the people consuming the media. It's always like blows my mind that people want to see this and they get gratification
Let me just ask you a question. Mm-hmm. You being what we would affectionately call a civilian.
Yes, all the way civilian.
Okay.
Civil.
So if a girl was like, "Baby, I just want you to pee on me." Pause.
Yeah,
Pause.
no. So
you would be a peeing motherfucker.
No. I think there's a context for this though. Like,
there's a context.
There's got to be a context. There's always some context.
Wow.
What I can't do is I can't create the context for peeing inside of her.
But on her's okay.
If we're in the shower, it might actually work.
Well, that's where I typically pee.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that was
unless I'm in the hotel room.
I've
absolutely destroyed a hotel room before. And an Airbnb in Big Bear did that too.
Oh man,
what?
You can't see like when you say stuff like that. It leads me to my imagination. So I'm trying.
I don't think it leaves anything to the imagination.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a proper way to do this. Is there a proper way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just tell them, "Baby, hold still. I'm gonna fill you up." And they're like, "Don't come inside of me." And I'm like, "Nobody said anything about come."
Like 87 octane. You gonna fill her up?
Like 107.
Jeez.
What are you talking about?
107.
It's race fuel.
All right, so you know what I'm gonna say it. Ladies, gentlemen, leave it in the comment if you like to pee on people or like to be peed on.
You know what? Like, I wouldn't even go that far. Just say, would you ever entertain the thought process?
Or have you?
If it was in the shower and maybe not in your face. I'll tell you what.
In the face?
I shouldn't say the rest
we
of the story.
We going too far, man.
So I had an ex-girlfriend.
In the face?
Listen, I had an ex-girlfriend. I peed in a girl's face many times.
Oh, no.
So I had an ex-girlfriend. And we were in the shower in Vegas, and things were going amazing. And, you know, she dropped down and started, blowing me. And I'm like, it's coming. And then she didn't realize I meant pee. And so she opened her mouth and was like, you didn't tell me you were going to pee in my mouth. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I made it clear. And she's like, no. So we had a disagreement about whether I made it clear or not. I actually profusely apologized.
What the fuck am I doing with my life?
Entirely too late. It was entirely too late. Because you can't stop peeing. Like, I mean, you can maybe choke it back a little bit.
But
it's really difficult.
Oh,
and
man.
again, we're already in the shower. Just wash this off. I don't see what the problem is.
Okay, hold on, man. Hold on, man.
What?
Hold on. Like, okay. I can see you standing in the shower with a woman and peeing on her leg and laughing like he, right? Like we're in the shower.
Yeah, Jay gets really irritated when I do that.
But in her mouth, son. Look, man,
Listen, I'm not a jerk. I will absolutely kiss her afterwards.
You're just an absolute savage. Like, the level of savagery is something like, I don't have a barometer for this. I can't measure it. I literally can't quantify this. Yes, sir.
Question for D.
Please.
I guess we switched the format today, huh?
Bro, like.
Has anybody ever peed on you?
No, they haven't. But I've asked Jay. You should, like, pee on me. She's like, no.
Because she's got morals.
No, I can pee on her.
All right.
Absolutely.
Is this the pee episode?
It turned into the pee episode. It wasn't supposed to be.
This is the urination episode, huh? Holy fuck.
I didn't start the conversation.
No, you didn't. You didn't start the conversation. You know, where this conversation started was because you showed me the text. Right? And I was
asking me if they could book me for internal or urination scene.
Internal urination, and that's what you get paid for. And correcting complex sentences and putting commas in the right place at the right clause is what I get paid for.
I could do both at the same time. Would you be impressed?
write correct sentences and peeing bitches at the same time?
Yeah.
You are a talented motherfucker, son.
Saying
You are gifted.
I could do it.
Hey man, hey. You know what? I bet you people could watch you do that on your OnlyFans for what is it, $4.95?
Actually, for actually, you know what? This month is actually free. You can sign up for my OnlyFans for free.
Yeah. Yick.
And now a word from our sponsor,
No word from our sponsor.
Bart's Lemonade.
Who would? Here, you want to leave something else in the comments? Who should we hit up for a sponsorship that actually would sponsor us?
Yeah, man. Do you guys think that people are gonna sponsor us? Like we just literally talked about.
I feel like
peeing in human beings.
I feel like a lubrication company could sponsor us.
Bro, I'm not wearing a T-shirt that's for lube shit.
Why not? I wear a Joe Lube, a Joe H2O shirt. It's the best lube on the planet.
Hey, man. Yeah.
They have both silicone and water-based. You can get it at any local romantic store.
Hey, man, no free plugs. Fuck them until they write the check.
That was just a precursor, so that way they have something to look at.
Okay, cool.
And they could be like, yes, we will support this
I think
endeavor.
we might be able to pull off Manscaped. You know the little shit that they sell?
the little shaver.
The little shaver for your balls. We might be able to pull Manscaped off because it's a real manly
They were
show.
sponsoring UFC, weren't they?
Yeah. But all right, so hold on a second, man. There is content that is rated R and content that is explicit, right? Like there's levels to explicitness.
Yes.
Right? Like even in the adult industry, you guys have softcore shit.
Yes, we do.
And
we don't know who watches it, but we still shoot it.
Our show dabbles heavily in the more inappropriate ideas.
In general.
In general, yes.
Not just sex.
No, not just sex at all.
Not just relationships.
No, because I mean we're talking about inappropriate ideas. You know, the president just got acquitted.
That's a vastly inappropriate idea.
He just got acquitted.
I think that is ridiculously inappropriate.
How did he get acquitted, D? How, bro?
Because the Republicans that were on the panel, they already said before the case even happened, they're like, no, we're not gonna vote for this.
Did you actually see
7 Republicans actually voted to prosecute him, though?
Did you see
not enough. I think they need 16.
The vignette that the prosecution put forth?
Oh, it was devastating.
Man, oh man. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, there's no way this dude is going to survive.
Do you know how many
this.
Republicans were staring at their phones or went to the bathroom at that time? A lot.
I mean, is it tribalism? Like, is it like I'm loyal to my team? I mean, dude was flat out wrong. How he did not get impeached is
because they
beyond
know which side of the bread that's buttered on. That's why.
You know what happens, right? So I guess if you worked your whole entire life to be a part of this specific group, you made a business decision that would allow you to continue to be a part of this group. Like, so if you go against these individuals, you're going to lose your job, or you're going to have to reformat, whatever you use to get money. So I get that part, but man, oh man, like, can't we just call wrong?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean they're going to prosecute him for it.
True.
And, I didn't watch the whole prosecution thing, but there's a case to be made that from a technical standpoint, he should have been impeached, but maybe not prosecuted.
Ah, man.
I only say that because there is the statute of, well, he's not president anymore, so why should he be prosecuted?
So,
now, I don't agree with that.
Right, but the impeachment does something for the country. It literally safeguards him from running for office,
which we
anywhere,
are no longer safeguarded.
Anywhere, right? Yeah. So now that he didn't get convicted, he can still run for office again in 4 years.
I guarantee he's going to do it.
Now, but what that would do is, like, when you and I were talking about this before, is that it's going to split the Republican Party. It'll split the Republican Party in half because there were individuals that didn't vote to impeach him,
right?
But will not support him for, like, how is he going to win the Republican nomination? There's no way that dude is beating Rand Paul. There's no fucking way.
Oh yeah, well I think Ted Cruz, at least at this point, would be a much more of a stiff.
And Ted Cruz is a fucking idiot too, by the way.
He's a moron.
Yeah, but it's just interesting because
he's cool now because he got a beard. You're not cool. Ted.
When they talked about the Patriot Party, right? Like.
Yeah.
I heard Rogan talk about we needed more parties. We need
I
more
agree
diversity
with him.
Because what happens is that
your choices are limited.
Yeah, our choices are very, very limited, and individuals are, it's either white or black. When a lot of people are kind of in that gray area,
right.
They're not 100% Republican. There's no, like, how do we define what 100% Democratic is?
I think that you and I, although we absolutely are left leaning, that we also are very much issue oriented and not party oriented. And if I could vote for issue, I would vote for issue. For instance, I'm very pro-choice. I think that a woman's body is her right to choose. I'm very pro-Second Amendment. I think if you want to stay strapped and packed, you should do that. But I also agree with heavier gun legislation as to continued ownership of said weapons.
Right.
I don't think if you have a license for a gun, then you should have a license to have 30 of them. I think that if you want a license for a gun, then each step of the way you should have additional, not impingements, but additional certifications or things like that.
You know what's funny is that you said you shouldn't have a license to have 30. You have a homeboy right now that has an arsenal. This dude has guns that'll shoot down helicopters.
Who? TK?
I didn't want to say his name, but
Nobody knows TK.
dude's got. I'm pretty sure TK's got a rocket launcher at the house.
He might be
Bro.
building them. I don't know. But
TK presses up his
listen,
own ammo.
Yes, he does. He makes his own ammunition. But listen, I'll just leave it at this. The deal with TK is I don't begrudge TK for having 37 firearms or whatever he has now. Last time I talked to him, it was 37.
Right.
And I don't begrudge that he has all of these different weapons. I'm just saying that there should maybe be some sort of understanding or regulations to the fact that he has 37. I don't think that's inappropriate.
No. So here's the thing, right? Like we can't. That's how the legislation works, right? Like the rule has to be applied to everyone.
Right.
Like don't get me wrong, TK is 100% proficient with those weapons.
Oh, yeah.
He knows what he's
No
doing,
doubt.
and he has multiple gun safes, right?
Yeah.
It's not like he walk in his house and because he's
He
a
builds
family
them like
man.
you build models.
Right. He's a family man, and he's kind of an artist when it comes to those things.
Absolutely.
But he's literally not the guy that the legislation is trying to limit from collecting all of these weapons.
No. And I know we could go on about this for a long time, but that's not what we're talking about today. Not today.
No. I mean, we often have to bring these issues up when it comes to how individuals perceive their own injury or how people perceive that their rights are being infringed upon.
Or we just get sidetracked.
Or we get sidetracked because when I was listening to like a lot of the the Trump supporters, the people that ran into the Capitol building, and it was very difficult for me to not cross-reference. There's a Langston Hughes poem called Harlem, right? And the poem is a bunch of open-ended rhetorical questions about what happens when a dream is deferred, right? So I'm sitting here thinking like, because these people they're taking away our rights, and I was like, Happy Black History Month, y'all.
That's what you thought?
Yeah. No, but I'm getting to it because he's a
You need to take
Harlem
your
Harlem
Ritalin.
Renaissance poet in the 1920s, and the point is that poem is talking about what happens when your dreams, when the things that it is that you are aspiring towards are deferred or pushed away, and it's such an American appropriate concept for everyone, but those Trump supporters probably would not look at it in that manner.
Which part?
The idea of a black man in the 1920s talking about black issues, and if you were to take the black man out of this situation and just have the words on the page, how those words are applicable to everyone that feels as though that their dreams are being pushed aside.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, you're talking about education.
Well, no, the last line of the poem is, does it explode?
No. I meant you're talking about Langston Hughes. That was, to me, synonymous with an education.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I'm not saying that everybody's a Trump supporter is a bumbling fucking moron.
No.
But I wouldn't say that the majority of those supporters are well versed in people like Langston Hughes.
Yeah, it's the sentiment of the poem.
Or Democrats for that matter.
No,
if I'm
you're right.
being
You're right.
Completely honest.
The idea of a dream exploding
Right.
as a rhetorical question because they didn't allow it to kind of manifest into what it should have been is kind of like the fight song of the United States right now, right? Like people feel like their rights are being taken care of, like the whole anti-maskers and all the other shit. Like, they're taking away my rights. Like they're taking away our guns. Like we had that conversation about gun control last week. Go back and watch our last episode about gun control, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about people being shot over snow plowing.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
People getting all the way murdered.
Well, speaking of people being completely out of their general mind,
Let's go.
You did just show me a video of a certain professional athlete, which was hilarious.
Oh man, I didn't know you were gonna go there. Which athlete are we talking about?
Yeah, who was the one that was hammered?
Oh man, my boy Tom Brady. Yo, wait. Is Tom Brady the greatest quarterback the NFL has ever seen?
Ever seen?
Ever seen.
Probably stat-wise he is.
Oh, he's got 7 championship. Look, man, you know how Michael Jordan's 6 rings.
Yeah, I mean like yards completed, air. I don't know about scrambling, but touchdowns.
Oh no, he can't run. Tom has never been able to run. Like his combine footage is fucking hilarious. I think Tom ran like a 4.9 in the 40.
Damn.
And there are 300-pound defensive ends that are just smoking him. Like Tom is not very athletic.
Well, agile. He is athletic.
He's athletic.
He is.
Okay, fine. He's fine.
He's arguably, if he's not the best, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Yeah, but he's not Patrick Mahomes athletic. He
doesn't have to be. He's
Did you look? There's
Anyway, the point is,
about the Super Bowl.
I thought you were joking. So Kip showed me this little snippet of a video. And
Drunk Tommy, he was hammered.
Maybe Canadian Josh can put it up here somewhere about him looking hammered.
He was all the way toasted.
What was wrong with his hands?
He was toasted, man. He was drunk.
Like he couldn't even hold his hand. Like
I mean, I think it's kind of cool because you have this guy that's actually held up because he's a winner, and it's good to see him being human because we see him do things that are like almost superhuman at 43 years old. This guy dominates a Super Bowl. So to see him kind of escorted out of a party, stumbling, and he looked like a little kid that was doing something bad, and the parent was trying to like guide them away without drawing attention to him. Right? He was
that
all the way
shirt
drunk.
wasn't helping.
Oh no,
That
it was
salmon
that
pink shirt.
Salmon shirt.
What the hell?
Isn't Tom? I think Tom Brady is worth $1 billion, bro. You can wear as much salmon as you want. There's another video of him actually throwing the Lombardi Trophy. He tossed the Lombardi Trophy to his teammates.
Boat.
Yeah, from one boat to another.
Another boat.
He's a QB. It's gonna.
Yeah, that's
his completion ratio is hella high.
You gotta see SNL. SNL had the the news update the week, bro, and they had the little drunk Tom Brady sketch. Oh, bro, killed it.
Yeah, I think that the idea of this guy kind of because there's all these images of him talking on the field, and we've seen him this year because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a rough start. They had a rough start, and Tom actually looked like a dick. The way he was, talking to the teammates, they looked like he was a little bit of a jerk.
Right.
So it's actually kind of good to see him kind of,
loosen up.
Yeah, to be a dude.
He loosened all the way up.
Man, how much?
Well, I was gonna say. So what happened? You were about to tell me something, and I asked you to say it for the show with the trophy,
the Lombardi Trophy,
the Lombardi Trophy, and then what happened?
How much is it worth? How much does it cost?
I don't know.
That shit? $50,000, $50,000.
Damn.
For the Lombardi Trophy, and it's made out of sterling silver. You know what? We need to figure out how much that thing weighed because he heave-hold that shit from one.
It's got to be at
boat
least
to
like 20 pounds.
It's got to be pretty heavy, but it's also the prestige that comes along with the Lombardi Trophy.
Right. So what was the outcome?
Well, the outcome was
So the trophy company.
Oh right. Josh, didn't you say that the guy that makes the trophy wants an apology or some shit? The daughter wants an apology.
If you don't sit your trifling ass down, bitch, swear to God. Bro, I swear to God. Sit your ass down. Tom Brady can throw that trophy into the river if he wants to.
Tom Brady could spike the Lombardi Trophy on like Gronkowski in the end zone, and it's okay. It's Tom Brady, bro.
Yeah, if you don't sit your ass down with your with your cancel culture ass.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, right? It's cancel culture. We want an apology. You got paid. You made it. It's not your trophy anymore. I mean, unless they have a deal that I don't know about.
And assuming offense for someone else, like the daughters of maybe the guy that actually created the Lombardi Trophy isn't
he
alive
still got paid
anymore.
For it.
I don't even know how that works. Like, I can say that I'm offended and demand an apology for something that doesn't belong to me.
Yeah.
All right, hey.
I guess I don't know.
I guess
Eddie Murphy had a skit about that.
Is it Eddie? No, it wasn't Eddie Murphy.
Yes, it was.
It
was
Dave Chappelle.
Nope, it was Eddie Murphy.
Really? What was it?
And it might have been. I can't really remember if it was Delirious or Raw. And he talked about the getting in a fight with the Italian guy at the movies. And he's like, "Well, I wasn't actually affected." But the thing fell, and then it hit me in the eye, and the fight was over there, and I want $10 million or something like that. That's how the joke goes, right? The dude was trying to sue him for some shit that had happened that had nothing to do with the actual activity.
Right. Yeah, it's seeing these heroes actually be people is also kind of refreshing, because even the images and the videos are all lighthearted. This is not like him catching him cheating on his supermodel wife. You know what I mean?
No.
That's a different type of humanity. That's a different type of being a person. But seeing, I mean, like shouldn't he not celebrate? Like,
I'm cool with him celebrating. I don't even have a problem with throwing with the trophy.
me neither. I thought him throwing the trophy was fucking dope. Like,
I wouldn't go that far.
I wanted to see the trophy take a swim. That's what I wanted to see. Because do you imagine
Then they
the
have
story?
to send divers down for
Yes,
it?
the story that comes from it, when they had to send the divers to go
Can
get
you
the
imagine
Lombardi
them getting
Trophy
the call,
at the
that
bottom
call
of the bay.
at like the Harbor Patrol?
Yeah.
Harbor Patrol.
Yeah.
Hit what?
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
What?
Trophy. Where the hell is it?
In the water?
We need divers? Well, how are we supposed to find? Oh, shit. All right, we're sending a boat. Like,
See?
what the hell?
To me, that's awesome.
But speaking of cancel culture, so I know you don't know about this story yet.
Okay.
But you know who Gina Carano is.
I know who Gina Carano
For
is.
those that don't know who Gina Carano
Yes.
is, she actually is one of the precursors to the Ronda Rousey
Absolutely. She was probably
phase of MMA.
She was probably
the
the
first
big
female champion for Strikeforce. And she was a pretty good fighter. And then
I like Gina.
she had her hand in some acting, which she was
She was-
okay. I've always had a crush on her.
She was just
Thick
on
ass.
she was just on the Mandalorian. She was
Yes,
just on the Mandalorian.
She was just on the Mandalorian, and she is no longer on the Mandalorian
What happened?
because Disney canceled her ass
Why?
because she has very Trump-sided views of everything that's going on, and she made them very
really?
public. And now there's a huge outcry, and Shapiro's company was a Daily Wire, right? Daily Wire. They are now partnering with Gina Carano to do a movie that she wants to produce and star in as kind of like a hot fuck you to Disney.
Wow.
Now, there's a multitude of things going on here.
Yeah.
Number one, Gina Carano has every right to think and feel and express the way, you know, verbally, like, or in print or whatever.
Freedom of
That's
speech.
that's her prerogative.
Right.
But does that mean that Disney now does not have the ability because she is not presenting herself in the way that this company would like to be presented, that they can't fire her because of it?
No.
Is that cancel culture?
No, I don't think that's cancel culture at all. Like, if your boss wants you to wear a uniform or to carry yourself in a certain, like, if there's a code of conduct,
But she wasn't working on set.
doesn't matter. Like, I don't want.
And I don't think she was under contract at the time.
Doesn't matter. You're still going to come back to work for me. Well, she has the freedom to say whatever she wants to do. Disney has the freedom to hire her or not hire her. Like,
I
it'd
agree.
Be different.
I'm
It'd be different.
I'm
if
asking.
It would be different if they like blackballed her from the industry. Now that would be wrong. But I can choose who I want to spend my money with.
It
and who I
also
don't
wasn't
want
just
to.
the Trump. She had all of the you know, theoretical views of the stolen election
Yeah.
and the
So
QAnon stuff and the, you know, everything, like the whole, you know, deep throating the Trump and the
Wow.
balls, everything.
So I don't believe that athletes or artists or musicians should be told to just do that thing that you do. Like, you know,
So does that mean, I don't mean to cut you off, I'm sorry. So that mean that guys like
LeBron?
LeBron. I was actually going to say, what's the dude's name from the Clippers that got in all that trouble? The owner.
Oh, my
what was
goodness.
his name?
Good question. Hold on.
Anyway, the owner of the Clippers.
the old
he said-
Jewish guy.
Yeah, he said some not nice things about
He
some
said a
his
bunch
players.
of wild shit about Magic Johnson too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Steve Ballmer.
No.
No.
He got a lifetime ban.
they
He
actually
can't even
made
go
him sell the
his
Clippers.
Yeah, they made him
They
sell
were
his
like, you are
portion.
no longer an
What
owner.
was dude's name?
It's Silver something. I don't know. But does that mean that he should be able to dictate what his players say in public if it runs counter to what the Clippers organization is about?
So
His opinion, because
Donald
it's his
Sterling.
Donald Sterling.
Yeah, I
Thank
know it
you.
was
Yeah.
Silver. Sterling Silver.
Silver. So
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that if you're the owner of a team, right, and you still have the power, this is your team, it's your house that you
Sure.
built. So you have the power to be represented in a manner that you want to be represented. So if you don't like what these guys say,
Right.
then yeah. But see what the problem that we're running into is that the individuals that actually make the money for
Right.
the owner don't have any power themselves. Like
Right.
if these individuals were owners, they would be able to enact that same type of power. So like, yeah, when you get you know, these team owners that, you know, use these kids like training cards. Like
Sure.
they just trade them. I'll trade them here and I'll just trade them here or there. Or I mean, because like, let's not act like they're not compensated here. They are compensated.
Well compensated. Yeah.
They are compensated. But if your owner says you don't have to do that job, and this is why Colin Kaepernick is such an important guy, because he was like, fine, shit, all right, I'm not gonna have the job no more. Fine, I'm still gonna say what I want to say.
Right. But with Gina, they actually took away her ability to maintain her status with the company because of the things that she said outside the scope of her job.
Well, you know what's funny?
Isn't that cancel culture?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all because, listen, I think that people in a public eye should understand that the words that they say can become lightning rods. So they have to be very, like a lightning rod is going to draw the lightning. So they have to be very mindful of the words that they say. Like there's a public conversation. The difference is, the major difference is that it's very difficult for them to have private conversations. It's very difficult for them to express private opinions, because we had a very similar conversation about this about another fighter, Tito Ortiz.
Right.
Tito Ortiz was the pretend mayor of Huntington Beach, and then he espoused a bunch of like Trump supporting, like really.
Right. Josh,
like,
who was the other one?
Carterizing.
Sorry, there was another one, MMA fighter that was all Trumped out. Remember, he had the Trump hat.
Oh, that's
what's his name?
That's
Covington.
Colby Covington.
Yeah,
now,
Kobe, yeah.
Now the difference between Colby Covington is that
You have the owners of the owners of the UFC are very pro-Trump.
they also, because they are, but it's slightly different because the UFC is not Disney. Like, the UFC is violent. It's literally
does that make it okay?
Violence. Does that make it okay? Yes.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Wow, I think you're losing me on this one.
No, because I think that the demographic that the UFC is trying to sell to is not the demographic that Disney's trying to sell to.
Doesn't matter. There are kids that watch UFC constantly and consistently.
Listen,
I don't know if there's a right answer.
Yeah, me neither. Like you kind of caught me on that one. That's a great question, because I looked at the Colby Covington thing, like it looked very much like the WWE. He looked very much like a heel, and he played it up because.
But what about Masvidal? Masvidal did the same thing.
And Masvidal's on the other side of the coin here, right?
No, Masvidal was very Trump.
Oh, that's right. Masvidal's a Trump supporter also.
Yes.
But Colby Covington wasn't always that guy. He wasn't always that guy. He was going to get cut for being boring. He was not the
sure,
most
but Gina
exciting
Carano
fight.
wasn't always that girl.
No, she was not. See,
I'm just saying. I think that you know, listen, Disney, they're their own entity. If they choose to hire somebody and fire somebody, as long as it doesn't go against the contract that they've signed, I think they have the right to do so.
Yeah.
If you have the right to have freedom of speech, then I have the right to dictate and decide who works for me.
No, I totally agree, because like the straight up and down, Gina has to be like, well, I can go work for another company.
Right.
I can go now. Her ability to go work for another company might be very difficult. It's kind of like back in the 1950s when they call people communists. So if you were labeled a communist in the 1950s,
it's
and the 1940s,
very easy to paint people with that.
Yeah,
brush.
like as soon as they called you a communist, you were toast. You couldn't.
So
do
does that mean then with someone like Gina, right? If she had just said, "Listen, I'm a Trump supporter. I like his tax plan. I like his economic program for us to grow, and the way that he, wants immigration to go," and then she left it at that and kept those talking points, then is it okay for Disney?
Yeah, I think so. What happens here is that I don't think Disney is interested in being divisive.
So we're talking about interpretation.
No, we're talking about language that is divisive, or language that actually can be respected because you're not it's not hurt speech, right? Like what we're talking about is
could
speech.
be.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Is it's open to interpretation.
Listen, so we've had this conversation before about Trump supporters that actually believe these ideas, right? But they can also present these ideas in a manner with tact that doesn't necessarily say, I'm going to start a fight here.
Which means interpretation.
Well, no. You can literally use words that are not fighting words.
No, I'm saying, but if I'm a Trump supporter and I just don't use a bunch of negative connotations, then it's less likely to be open to hate speech interpretation.
Absolutely. Okay, so what I'm saying here is that, like, I may not agree with you, but I can respect what you have to say.
Right.
But as soon as that I cannot respect what you have to say because it's rooted in something that is hurtful. Which it's rooted in something that's exclusive.
And so what I hear is it's open to interpretation. That's what I hear, because that means that I'm just deciding I don't like what you say, or myself as a company don't like what you say. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and relieve you.
I think, and you know, from
which
my,
goes under code of conduct.
Right. I
don't
think
know
what
if they
Disney
have
is
that.
actually saying is that what you said does not align up with our values as a company.
Right.
Ergo, now you have to go. So
But if they were all if she was pro Pelosi and Biden,
I think that if she was pro-Trump, she could be pro-Trump and still work for Disney. It's all the other things that come along with it.
Right.
That
That's a very interesting
because you got to
point.
think, right? You got to think Disney is a multinational company,
Absolutely.
right? And the Trump supporters are literally aligned with the most embarrassing American incident in, you know, history, right? So you have The Mandalorian, which is one of the largest shows of the year, and one of your stars, a very important character because, you know, because she's Gina Carano, people say, oh, that's Gina, she's on the thing. Now, you have her aligning herself with ridicule, and you're going to say your company is selling a product with an individual that aligns himself with something so ridiculous.
And now she's hooked up with the Daily Wire. And I just want to close this out with a thing on Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro, you can literally fuck all the way off, okay? Like all the way off.
Yeah.
You fucking mouse. Okay, every time I hear this guy talk, it's like nails on a chalkboard. And I don't listen to your highlights. I actually listen to your whole show. I do it so I know what you're telling people.
Right.
Guess what? You don't know shit about hip hop, so don't ever talk about it again. You were a violinist at a young age. Go on and stroke
shit.
them chords, bruh.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. Okay,
What's
I'm not
really
gonna-
gangster about a violin?
I'm
That's not gangster.
I will not talk to you about classical music, so don't ever preach on hip hop again. Okay, just for starters. And the second thing is, you're not funny. You've never been funny outside of your high-pitched, semi-prepubescent voice tone. Outside of that,
Get him.
you're a rap, homie. You
Get
don't
'em.
you don't exist in the comedic area unless we're laughing at you. So when you talk about the Super Bowl and you didn't get the commercial,
Get him.
you don't understand comedy. So have a tall glass of shut the fuck up and stay in your lane.
Wow.
That's where you belong, little man.
You know, it sounds like public service announcement specifically for Ben Shapiro.
I'm not ever going to talk about
Presented
being a
to you
violinist.
by Derrick Pierce. Yeah, man. You know how dope it would be for that dude to respond to you, like this.
He ain't gonna respond
and
to
then
me.
can you
That
imagine,
dude's got, like-
this porn star is like. That would
He
be
don't want
fucking
this
awesome.
heat because I
Yo,
literally have nothing to lose. He
Yeah.
does not want my heat.
It would be awesome.
The only threesome he's ever had is when he switches hands. I'm not like that dude.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's a
man.
rap, homie.
You know what? I want to give you some credit right here because you will dive into some hate on some random dude. Like you tried to throw Charisse under the bus last week or some shit, and you said some shit about Ray J. I was like, yo, don't leave those dudes alone.
I didn't say nothing bad about Ray J.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. But like Tyrese, he was trying to throw him under the bus, right?
Fuck
I was
Tyrese.
like, whatever, bro. If he walked in here right now, he's probably a pretty cool dude. Here's the point: you just shit all over Ben Shapiro, and
He's
I
making
actually
millions living in. I think he might be living in Austin or Louisiana now.
I swear I've only seen snippets. Like I'm only aware of that dude because of you. I don't pay any attention to him. Like
I
he's
do.
not.
I do.
like,
I listen to everything.
He's
he
not
says.
culturally relative to me.
This is
so
why I
I
listen
don't
to him.
give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, all right, bro. I'd have a conversation with him though. Did you see the UFC this weekend? Now, before you say some wild shit, you know that's a rhetorical question.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Of course I saw the UFC. You were sitting right there with me at my house watching it. I knew you was gonna say some shit like that. I
Yeah,
was
pretty
doing
much.
that for the people. What did you think about
So you
Kamaru
could have actually
Usman?
segued it as, oh my God. So me and D were watching the UFC at my house.
Bro, man, I like my suspense. Did you see the UFC?
Yes, we did see it.
Yes, we
I
did.
paid for it.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
I bought you dinner too.
You sure did. You know, and this guy, man, hanging out with him comes with some perks. You get private chefs. That's such a flex. I said that earlier, but it's a flex. I got a private chef at my house, Johnny Goodluck. You know, he just comes and makes sea bass and beef Wellington. What?
Beef Wellington sounds so fucking
Beef
pretentious.
Wellington. Yeah, the whole pinky up and all that shit.
Oh my God. UFC.
Kamaru Usman and Gilbert
We're just gonna go
Burns.
right to the main event.
Right to the main event.
The other ones were okay.
There was some good fights.
The other ones were okay.
Right.
They weren't fabulous, But they were okay. Yeah, we can stick with Usman. So, I mean, the whole deal was they trained together for about 6 years.
Yes.
Usman separated himself from Gilbert's camp and went ahead and trained basically across the country.
Alone.
Yeah,
not alone, but he
was
trained away from
new
him.
coach.
Yes, right.
And Gilbert stayed at their home location. And, I mean, man, it was not a bad fight at all.
It was an exciting fight. So what happens here, there's so much history. So what people...
They're actually really, really good friends.
Yeah, the UFC does a great job with presenting the viewership with a storyline. Like, they're always creating... It's not just guys... And this is one of the things that kind of separate the UFC from other fight organizations. Like, if you watch Bellator, it's not so much. If you watch some of the overseas, like Ryzen, it's not so much. But Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman were training partners. So, like, Kamaru was getting Gilbert ready to fight. And Gilbert Burns just totally beat the brakes off my boy Tyron Woodley.
He pretty much whooped everybody's ass in that division to get to Usman.
Steamrolling everyone.
And that's what they kept talking about. They were wondering if Usman was going to be ready for it because Gilbert had so many fights
That's right.
On his way up. And, I mean...
But it's kind of a symptom of the sport, right? Like, it's not really a team sport because you're training with another top-tier guy in your weight class. And the reason why you train with him is because he's going to prepare you to fight whoever it is. Sooner or later...
Being in combat is a solo sport.
Yeah, sooner or later. Like, Muhammad Ali had to deal with that, right? Like Ken Norton was Muhammad Ali's sparring partner. And Ken Norton was known for having heavy hands. It's known for having those thudding punches. But in the beginning of that fight, Kamaru looked like he was in trouble.
He got hit with a couple of decent shots, but it hit him, but it didn't wobble him, which was what I noticed. He didn't go all the way down.
No, he didn't. And
I was surprised because he got hit.
Dana made the point to say that one of his greatest attributes is that chin. And then in the post-fight interview, Kamaru was like, "I've been hit with that punch before. I got hit with that punch in training." So
he knew what it was.
Yeah, so there was no freak out in him.
What I noticed also was as Kamaru was getting his jab going, in the beginning, it was just a normal jab, right? Yes. And he kept applying it, and then I think in the second round, he wobbled Gilbert.
He knocked him down with the jab. He knocked him down with a jab.
Was it the first time?
Yeah.
And then the second time, he barely jabbed him at all. And Gilbert folded like a fucking piece of cardboard.
It was interesting to watch the boxing, and you could tell there was something in the fight that showed that Kamaru was just being patient. He was like, I know this fighter. This is not some fighter. Drag him to deep water. And what is interesting is that Kamaru doesn't really knock anybody out. He's not known for having knockout power like this guy.
And then he was going for the finish, which that's not what he's known for submissions.
Right. He's not known for that. This guy had that war with Colby Covington. He broke Colby's jaw in the fight, but didn't knock him out and couldn't put him away.
Right.
Yeah, but Gilbert, man. And then, what did you think about Gilbert's emotion after the fight? Because he was crying.
I could see that friendship, man.
Yeah.
The two of them they were really close.
Yeah.
And you could just see the length of time that they were talking to each other before they made the announcement. You could see that Kamaru was like, man, and even said in the post fight, was like, listen, this man trampled everybody on his way up to the top. He took no prisoners. And he should be commended for that. And I thought that's really nice that because it's not him. He's not bullshitting on the gesture, right?
No.
It's a real gesture.
But, there was another outpouring of emotion because, in Kamaru's head, he worked just as hard for this. In his head, he knows that he's a professional. And I remember him beating his chest saying, take what from who?
Right.
Because Gilbert's like, I'm going to come take that belt. And he kept saying, you're going to put some respect on my name because
he did the little baby joke.
Yeah. He so what happens here is he has a win streak that is, if I'm not mistaken, the same amount of he's on a win streak or a defense streak like George St. Pierre, and he, people don't look at him like George St. Pierre. No. Yeah, so it was a really entertaining fight. It was a really entertaining fight.
The one I'm really looking forward to
is
next month.
Nunes is fighting. Who else is fighting?
It's not even the main event.
Amanda's a monster, B. Amanda is a killer.
That's my girl.
I don't even know who she's fighting, but look.
I forgot who she's fighting.
All I know is that Amanda ate Cyborg's lunch And then
She's
since
eating
Cyborg,
everybody's
bro,
lunch.
and then since Cyborg to Bellator, and then Cyborg became the Bellator in that weight class. She became their champion like overnight. She went in there and starched some girl. But I was like, wait a minute, it kind of doesn't really look that good because there is another person.
Nobody wants a piece of Nunes.
Nah,
I don't want a piece of Nunes. Nunes will whoop my ass.
Is a beast and a half. You know who's fighting next month? Is Adesanya versus Blachowicz. Adesanya is going up to 205 pounds, and he's fighting Jan Blachowicz.
Yes.
Jan is a big, heavy 205er, and he doesn't necessarily move very well. I'm afraid for that kid, man. I feel like Stylebender is going to tag him up. I feel like he's going to sniper him out. And
that K1 background's a beast,
K1, and because Adesanya has fought heavyweights before. He's fought 230-pound guys, so he should be able to handle this. We're going to see.
I'm looking forward to that one.
It's heating up.
Yeah. Speaking of heating up, I think you have comments?
Oh, yeah, we do got some comments. Hey, y'all, listen, join the community, everybody. Join the community. We are a community, okay? Listen, you can comment here on YouTube. You can comment on the Instagram. You can slide into the DMs. I'm still single, ladies. Go ahead and slide into the DM. I'm single.
I know. I had to buy him Valentine's dinner. He's very single.
You ain't got to tell everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of emotional, though. And then I went home to my own bed by myself. You know what I'm saying?
We even got him flowers and a plastic pineapple cup.
I used my pineapple cup, too, by the way.
I'm a little jealous I didn't get one.
All right, here we go. Our homegirl, the lovely, the fantastic Dakota.
Sup, Dakota?
Yeah, Dakota, we're talking about safety or some shit? I don't know what we was talking about.
Was it the home invasion stuff?
Probably. We probably talking about shootings and shit. I don't know.
Okay.
But Dakota says, my doors and windows are never locked. Is that because you live in Dakota? Like north or south? But all right, whatever. Dakota, let us know where you live, please.
There should only be one Dakota.
She says, my doors and windows are never locked, but I do have dogs who roam the perimeter. If you can get past them.
Perimeter.
Yeah.
Sounds like a damn compound.
That's what I'm saying. She probably lives in Dakota.
Hey, listen, your pups will succumb to a couple pounds of lean ground meat on the ground. And I'm straight walking in the back door.
There you go.
Both of them.
And she says, if you can get past them, then whatever happens, happens.
I'm with it. That's called consent.
Is that called consent?
That's whatever happens, happens.
Oh, that is.
It's going to hold up in a court of law.
You know what? We might have been talking about your rape. The idea of you raping bitches.
Can't rape them if they said whatever happens,
You
happens.
can't rape the willing.
No.
Okay, all right. Speaking about the willing, Charisse Scott is the next comment. Charisse, we love you, Charisse. Charisse says, damn, if I had... Oh, sorry. Damn, am I that predictable? Laughing my ass off. Honestly, thought my nerves were entirely too bad for the whole intruder break in and has his wife. Oh, we were talking, has his way with me, that type of thing. We were talking about you breaking in and raping bitches. Charisse, when I say raping bitches, I am not talking about you, my beautiful sister, my beautiful Nubian queen.
I am.
Then we have somebody named Snoopy Soap. Snoopy says, I'm down. I must know where to watch this. I have no idea we're just talking about your show. Yeah, where can they find that?
That should be out on London River's OnlyFans actually pretty soon.
Snoopy, you're the guy. Bro, you're the dude that I was talking about when I said, who's watching this? Everybody.
Yeah, Snoopy's watching it.
FBI, whoever. Snoopy's watching.
Why are you telling on one of our people, man?
Keep an eye on Snoopy, all right? Snoopy Soaps. Yeah, I don't know where he's at, but I know y'all can find him. And then we have Tara Childers. She kaleidoscopes were the best toys. Yeah, kaleidoscopes were pretty awesome.
Because it's talking about the
electric show. The electric show, that's right. And last but not least, my top N, he says, man, you guys are out there banging, etc., etc. Where the heck are your babies? What the fuck are you talking about?
We don't do everything unprotected.
I think he just gave us some bro love, though.
Yeah.
He's saying we getting all the chicks.
Sure. No, what he's trying to say is how come you don't have no damn kids?
Oh, I'm celibate, y'all. I'm not having sex. I'm sorry. I'm out the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm saving myself for marriage and purity, all that shit. Yeah. No, my top. Is
that what it really is though? Because listen, I know you don't have a problem talking to females.
No, I don't.
That's a given.
Truth be told,
why you not?
Truth be told, I go through long periods of like chosen celibacy on purpose because.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
No, man, because like I think my top is kind of a good example of like sometimes our male sex drive will get us focused on things, and other things are not as important, like I can literally turn into this raging hunter. So in order to kind of balance it, I do my meditation, I focus, I talk to God, I read my Bible, I stay focused on things that are not of a sexual manner for the purpose of.
Sounds terrible.
Like I can go long periods of times without having sex.
Do you what the hell is that thing? Flog
Flogging?
yourself?
No, there's a term for it.
Like
There's
what's
a-
the
there's a-
Angels and Demons or whatever?
What is the term?
With that crazy
I
albino
forgot
dude?
that movie. Whoa. That
You know
was
what I'm talking about?
yeah, I
The
know exactly
Angels
what
and
you're talking about. Yeah, it's the sequel to the Da Vinci Code. Yeah, no, hell no, I'm not beating
I want to
myself.
have sex.
Yeah.
Never mind. God saved me.
Brother Matop, I think I went a little too hard on you, brother. But no, we're not out there sandblasting. Well, I'm not out there just sandblasting bitches. Power driving bitches. Sandblasting. Pummeling pelvises. That's alliteration for you.
Yeah, I've made it a career.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he gets paid for that.
It's not frivolous
Yeah.
by any means.
Well, hey, sometimes you got to vibrate higher, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you got to vibrate higher.
Sometimes I have that happen too.
Of course you do. If you're not urinating inside of someone's anal cavity.
Oh, what if I put a vibrator in one hole and urinated in the other?
You should put the vibrator in there.
Shit.
No, hold on. You should put the vibrator in there and then relieve yourself and see if you can shock that bitch. That would be awesome.
What do you mean relieve yourself? You make it sound so dirty.
What? I made it sound dirty?
I don't want to relieve myself.
Wait a minute. Wait. So I make it sound dirty when
need
you
to
have
read
a
your
text
Bible.
message in your phone with a chick asking you to urinate inside of her, and I make it
For a
sound dirty?
fee.
Oh, so the money just makes it clean then. The money just makes it,
I don't know. It works for the church.
Ooh, that was.
Bam!
Ooh.
Oh, God, that gut punch just had to
That
hurt,
was
didn't it?
rough. Ugh.
That was a liver shot. You now
Pass the collection plate.
you now sitting on the floor trying to catch
That's-
your breath.
that's rough.
Can't breathe.
Yeah, because, Catholics, boy, and the little boys being touched by pastors. Gets a
The
little
Catholics and then them Christians and them crusades. It
Yeah,
wasn't
man.
about God.
No, the Crusades weren't about God at all. But, it's just an example of bad people doing bad things. That's what all it is.
All in the name
Bad
of the Lord.
people, bad people doing bad things, regardless of who your God is. Bad people will always do bad things.
Agreed.
Yeah. So.
I'm a good person. I just do morally corrupt things. And on that note, thank you guys for listening to the Scholar and Sinner Show. Once again, I am not Derrick Pierce because I just got to. What are we, I
Your
thought we were on
brain
time.
all the way farted right now.
Oh man, you guys heard Jay-Z's song?
I thought we
Oh
were gonna
my
we were
God.
talking about that.
Yo, you know what? We're going to save that because next week we have a guest.
Oh,
Yes,
the guest. That's why
yes.
we're screwed up.
Next
okay,
week
listen.
we have a guest.
Full transparency.
Yes.
We actually put our porn story at the beginning by accident, and it threw me off for the rest of the show. So I have no concept of time. But listen, we're gonna have a guest next week. We're
Right.
thinking about it. We're trying to figure out who we're gonna have. I can tell you right now, it is not going to be an adult performer. So
No.
put it away. Button, zip, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
We are into other things.
Absolutely into
MMA,
other things.
sports,
Yes.
music.
Yes.
Chefs.
Yeah,
Chefs. Yes.
yeah, so we're gonna have somebody somewhere around, maybe somebody to support Cuckoo because Cuckoo's been so wonderful
Man,
to us.
and
for
not
the
only
last,
has Cuckoo been so wonderful for us, they're
Yeah.
expanding. Cuckoo, listen,
Yeah.
first of all, Cuckoo
They got a
is
Zen room.
literally redefining how the individuals approach their musical careers. And I think it's a good idea to bring a Cuckoo exec. Just, because we kind of have the pick of the litter. We can just we want that one or we want that
Yeah.
one. And it's the Cuckoo executives are all multi-talented. They're not just bosses. A lot of these guys are writers and musicians
Yeah.
and visionaries and dreamers. So, we are going to interview a Cuckoo exec next
we gotta
week.
figure out which one.
Yes, we're going to figure out which one and bring them on in here and
Probably
have a,
somebody who's not gonna charge us.
yeah, they're not going to charge us. Well, they can't charge us because
They might be able to charge us.
be able to charge
I'm
us.
just saying.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I'm not paying.
It's possible.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no.
You gonna do it for free.
So, hey, tune in next week. We'll be back. We're always here.
Tune in next week. What are you on, a 1960s television show?
Holy shit, that did sound kind of dated, didn't it?
Yeah. Thanks guys for watching the Scholar and Sinner Show once again. I am Derrick Pierce.
And I'm Kip.
We appreciate you guys. If you haven't clicked subscribe right down here or around there or somewhere, do so. And leave us a comment. Throw us a note.
Love.
Scholar,
I think very deeply.
sinner.